Hey guys, good evening. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridgie. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well today. Very lovely to see you, and welcome to today's show. If you have not yet subscribed, please support me by subscribing, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I post my videos. Thank you. So today, the story I want to share with you guys is a very sad human story, and it's something that happened to one of my subscribers. What happened is that the last video that I posted was about a Christian sister who used a sperm donor, or who used sperm that she got from, I don't know where, maybe from the clinic or somewhere, to have a baby. So that apparently that video resonated with a lot of people, and I've received a lot of response concerning that video. People saying that they are in the same situation, and some people saying, oh, what she did, you know, is a sin, but God is a loving God, is a forgiving God. But the bottom line is that a lot of people actually identify with that story. And in terms of being women who are in their 40s, you know, waiting to be married but no husband, and you know, the decision to have a baby, not to have a baby, does it conflict with your Christian belief? Does it contradict what the word of God says, and all that? So a sister who watched that my last show reached out to me and said, oh, I'm in a similar situation and I need your advice. So this video that I'm gonna do this video in two parts, because if I want to play the audio, it's gonna be very long for me to discuss both issues in one video. So I'm actually gonna do this in two different segments. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is the issue of what led to why she's not able to have children today. And this sister has said it in her own words, but I've used my discretion to hide her voice, to disguise her voice, so that to protect her identity, and because of confidentiality as well. So I'm gonna play you guys the audio now. Listen to it, and please keep an open mind. Remember that this happened to one of us, and with everything that is happening in this world today now, we all need love. We need to love one another. We need to support one another. And I would encourage you to try your possible best not to be abusive or leave any negative comments on this video, either to the person that is speaking or to the mom. It's going to incite some certain sentiment, or it will bring up some emotions in you. But please, I'm appealing to you, try to control whatever you are feeling, and let's see how we can support this sister. 16. She's 42 years old now and unable to bear children because of an incident that happened when she was only 16 years old, growing up in Nigeria. Please listen.
And since I was born, since I started dating a guy, when I was 18 years or 17 years or 16 thereabouts, I got pregnant because my mother is so harsh. I did not tell my mother that I was pregnant. I only tell my father that I was pregnant. So my father has to tell my mother. After enough beating, before my mother took me to hospital, where he took me to quack doctor. So that was the place where the doctor did the abortion. It's just too much. So after the abortion, that is where I realized I saw myself in that very hospital. my mother took me to do the abortion. Before you know, I realized I see myself in general hospital where I was operated. I don't know how come, I don't know how far, I don't know what happened. I was operated major operation when I was 17 in Nigeria. Because of the abortion I did, I don't know what happened. So after everything, since then, when I was 17 years till now, I have not missed my period since 26 years ago. So I did not have the sense to know the problem why I was not getting pregnant then when I was in Nigeria. I don't know the value to have baby. I don't know what to do. If not, maybe the fallopian tube is not supposed to be damaged. If I realize it that early hour that it's a problem, I'm not having pregnant, it's a problem to me, I would have supposed to tell anybody, or even that time I was dating in Nigeria, I would have supposed to tell them, say, or to go for hospital to check what is wrong with me. I did not have the sense. But today now, after 26 years, this is what I find myself. But all the way, if you help me contact this woman, even if my womb is not okay, I know the fallopian tube is not there, it's not there again. I only have womb, but I don't know, because I heard about the IVF that where they will know that the womb is not fine if they want to inject the sperm into the woman's uterus. That is where they will know if the womb is okay or it's not okay, but I don't know yet. But if I travel to Nigeria, maybe they confirm that the womb is not okay, I can look for surrogate mother. That is not my problem. I have the money. But for now, what I need is advice, because concerning this, my two men, I don't know what to do. So that is it, ma. Thank you very much.
So you have heard the story of this sister. Growing up in Africa myself, I can relate to her experience in terms of having a mother who was very strict. A lot of African parents are, especially moms, are extremely strict. So I mean, I do relate to the experience of her, being so scared of her mom, being so afraid to go and tell her mom that she was pregnant, and being able to tell her dad. Most dads were kind of more relaxed when it comes to discipline and all that. The moms were the one that were extremely scary when you do something you shouldn't have done, when you've made a mistake. So I kind of relate to this lady's story, because at 16, I can speak for myself that at 16, I did not even, I'm not just saying this because of anything, but this is the honest truth, that at 16, I did not have the liver, what we call liver in Nigeria. That means I did not have the guts, the courage to even think of having a boyfriend. when all my mates in secondary school at 16, you should be in either, form 4 or form 5, as they used to call it in those days. All my classmates, everybody, that's the time that teenagers, boys are into girls, girls are into boys, everybody's talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, and you start to experiment. That is the age, 16, 17, 18, like that. But I grew up in a very, very strict household with a very strict mother, that even the thoughts of having a boyfriend at that age, if I think of the consequences of what my mom would do to me, no matter how the boy is disturbing me or how the thing is sweeting me that, oh, I should have a boyfriend too, like all my friends are having boyfriend, the thing will cancel quick from my mind. So I kind of understand why she was saying that she was too scared. And the thing that I remember very vividly that my mom used to say to me when I was that age is that if you get pregnant, you are going to end up in this place. You will end up in this village. You see, you will not go to university. You will not have a future. You will end up marrying a farmer. And she meant it. And the kind of mother that I had is the kind of mother that if I had, God forbid, if I got him pregnant, she would have married me off to the boy. Or if anybody that got me pregnant, she would have married me off. Because she will not, number one, what African parents think of is they think of the humiliation, the shame of you as a young girl getting pregnant, not being married. And if they are Christians, those who are very jim in the church, that go to church very steadfastly, and the Mama Ijo, hey, what the church members will say, what would their pastor say that their daughter got pregnant, is unheard of. So I can kind of imagine why, she was reluctant to tell her mom. But the mom did something very, 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 very drastic, and unfortunately led to why she's struggling to have children today now. He took her to a clinic and, a quack doctor, and they just basically damaged things for her. Because it was at that clinic, obviously, that her fallopian tube got damaged. And, like what she said, they had to rush her to, a government hospital to do another operation and everything. Now, the problem with African mothers is that they feel like the worst thing that can happen to your child is getting married. And I'm sure the mother, if she's alive today, will probably regret it now, looking back. And I kind of cut her some slacks in that, although what she did seems like it's so evil, it's bad, but I can imagine, I can just empathize in a way that I'm looking at it that the situation they are in, probably they don't have money. They are struggling. Dad is, not bringing home enough money. Mom is struggling, selling in the market. And, their hope is their children, that their children's life will be better. And then this girl is pregnant. To them, pregnancy is the end of your life. Like, you can never achieve anything anymore. When I came to this part of the world and I saw the way teenagers are having babies, I was discussing this today. And Esther was telling me that when she was in secondary school, that somebody actually in her secondary school, 13-year-old got pregnant here in the UK. 13-year-old got pregnant. I'm not saying it's not happening in Nigeria, but for most households, the moms will be against it, and they will fight and do everything they can to make sure that their daughters do not have unwanted pregnancy or don't have illegitimate children, or whatever you want to call it out there. Now, this terrible thing has happened to this lady. She got into this bad situation, and the mom took a very bad decision that has even led to a worse a situation for her now. At 42, going 43, she cannot have children, or she's struggling to have children because of something that happened when she was only 16. You can hear what she was saying in the audio, that she said she has never been pregnant before in her life. When a girl is sexually active and you're sleeping, you have a boyfriend and you are sexually active and you don't have any protection and you never get pregnant, then there's something wrong, definitely. If you are so active year in, year out, no protection, your boyfriend is not using condom, you are not on any pill or any contraceptive, and you never get pregnant, then there's something wrong. Because there's no way you will not get pregnant at some point, because people of that age don't even, you don't even calculate to know, oh, okay, this is the month that I'm free, I'm safe, I can't have sex this month, and I'm ovulating and all that. So this is one of the issues. because of the decision that the mom took, this lady is not able to have children. And now it's impacting on her relationships, is impacting on her life significantly. She said it in the audio that she's severely depressed. She's very unhappy. She doesn't know what to do. When I talk about the other bits of this story in my next video, I will share the what she said about the relationship that she's currently in and why she's torn in those relationships, not knowing where to go with the relationship. One of the men that she's the man that she's involved with, I mean, with African men, children is always something that they desire. Is all you can hardly see an African man that will say, oh, okay, whether you have a child or not, it's okay, I will still love you, I'll marry you. Very rarely, except they have children before from previous relationship. It does happen. I know a few couples like that who, you know, have the men have stayed faithful to their wives, whether they have children or not. And sometimes, you know, it can be the fault of the man. But in this case now, clearly she knows that it's her fault. I mean, it's her. I mean, she's the one that's got the condition why she's not able to take in. So, I mean, I'm just going to round up and leave this one here today by saying that, you know what, my dear sister, there is nothing God cannot do. Just keep trusting God. I mean, I was Googling this story today and I saw that a woman without fallopian tubes, because I was checking it on Google to see, is it possible to have children without fallopian tubes? But I saw articles upon articles of women who had children without fallopian tubes. I mean, by the grace of God and the help of science, I'm sure, you know, God can still do it. It can happen. So please do not give up hope. Do not be depressed. Just try and cheer yourself up. At the end of the day, you are alive, you are well, you survived that very horrible experience. You can imagine the horror of a 16-year-old enduring something like that. They basically butchered her in a quack clinic somewhere in Nigeria, living the horrors of that experience and all the pain and anguish and everything all bottled up, because, you know, as you know, we don't have these avenues to express ourselves or to heal or to even grieve or to do nothing like that. You just get on with it. That's what you're expected to do. Just get on with it. There's no time for you to start saying, oh, this, that. So, I don't know. The mom did not do well at all. She didn't do well by taking her child to go and, you know, to a quack doctor, or taking your child to go and remove a baby. It's not something that, you know, mothers should do. But it's happened. What can we say? It has happened. So it is the solution that, you know, we're seeking now, to find solution to, you know, the issues on ground. So based on what she has said, if you're a medical expert or you're a medical practitioner, you are experienced in the field of gynecology, and you know things about, you know, conception and, you know, things like this, please, this sister would really love to hear from anybody who has a valid, credible opinion about this situation. What can be done? She's thinking of going to Nigeria to do IVF. She's thinking of contemplating, you know, using a surrogate, doing surrogacy and all that. Are these viable options for this lady at all? Are these options things that you think will work, not just going to waste our money and just, you know, trying different things? What do you guys think? Please leave me your thoughts and your comments. And please, I beg you in the name of God, I am kneeling down. Even though you see me sitting down, in my heart I'm kneeling down for you guys. Be very compassionate in your response, because she is going to be reading the comments and she's watching this show, and I don't want her to feel more hot on top of how hot and, you know, already devastated she is because of what happened to her. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll speak to you guys in my next one. Thanks a lot. I love you. Bye-bye.